Jerry Martin, and today we'll be live streaming some more Super Mario 3D World. Still trying out some stuff with the capture card, trying a new version of OBS, not right now, but I will be in the future. It works a lot better, so please bear that in mind. Let me know if there's any quality changes in future broadcasts. But today we're going to continue Super Mario 3D World. In the last broadcast, which was the other day, the 9th, we completed the first 3 worlds. Oh, there's a new Bowser. So we're going to start from World 4 today. And like I said, in this one I'm trying to get 100%. But this is... I've not played this game in years, so please bear with me if it's not perfect. By the time that I do upload a walkthrough to this on my main channel, it will be a lot better. But right now we're just having some fun, we're playing it. And for those of you who aren't aware, this game is available on the Wii U. I'm not sure if it's gone down in price yet, but it has been out for 4 years. Mario games tend to hold their price a little. They might have. This thing is unique in the sense that it's a cross between a regular Mario platformer, so a la New Super Mario Brothers, and a 3D Mario platformer. Now it doesn't do either exactly. So that's one thing if you're expecting Mario Galaxy 3. This is not Mario Galaxy 3. Mario Odyssey is supposedly returning to that kind of style. So I look forward to that because I do love Mario 64 and the Mario 3D platformers. This game is pretty awesome though, so if you get a chance, check it out. But this is basically a continuation of the style set in Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS. Now, hopefully this is coming to you clear. So there's one world down. And unlike the other Mario games, you can kind of explore the map a little bit. So, if you wanted to say, go here, come to that me over here, see what they're doing, you could do so. So let's continue on. My gamepad should be fully charged today.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was a nice one. I do remember this stage. I do remember X This is multiplayer, simultaneous multiplayer, so if you got some buddies, you can play it with them. I may show it off at some point in a future stream. Today, not so much. 2 for the NES. And that game seemed to serve as a guide to what everybody's unique power-ups are for this game. Mario is your average character. Luigi is your I'm gonna go back just in case I missed the third one. Luigi can jump higher, but he has less traction. Peach has her floating ability. And Toad is fast, but he can't jump very high. Now, interestingly enough, if you guys watch my Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic walkthrough, you'll know that those powers were actually attributed to the Yumi Kojo characters and later retconned into the Mario characters. And also, interestingly enough, Super Mario 2, the Japanese version, also gives Luigi his power-up jump with less traction. But I'm not sure, that might be a leftover from the fact that Mario 2 was supposed to be Mario 2. A lot of people only know half the story, and that it's released as a separate game, Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic, and translated into the US as Super Mario 2. But most people don't realize that before that, it was a, I'm going to redo this level. It was a prototype. They actually developed the prototype, Shigeru Miyamoto and Kasuke. What's his name? Not Kasuke. I'm not sure off the top of my head what his name is, but he is a developer still at Nintendo. He's developed several influential games, and he was the lead designer, I believe, on Super Mario 2. He designed Super Mario 2 to have a vertical scrolling system instead of a horizontal one. And at the time, it's supposed to be simultaneous. But they determined after playtesting that the concept wasn't as fun as they thought it was, so they shelved it. And they came back to it after the Yumi Kojo Festival. No, it was, sorry, it was Fuji TV. It was based off of a show or something like that. I have a more detailed description on my top 10 Mario facts and game facts. But long story short, they took the Super Mario 2 prototype and they licensed it to them and created a Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic off that. Which is why, even though it's supposed to be an Arabic theme, there's still Mario themes to the whole thing. The stars and etc. I believe mushrooms were in it as well. And then Koji Kondo created the music, so eventually it wasn't hard for them. It was a hard decision to make that Mario 2. But it did leave a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths for some reason. It is different. It is Mario in a sense of traditional Mario, but it is fun. anything aside from top-down Zeldas and the like. There is, if you aren't aware, there is a certain stages you need to be certain characters. That's why at the beginning of each stage it allows you to change what characters you're using. So, if you wanted to say last episode, we need Peach and Mario to get the stamps for certain levels. They have their own unique switch with their character icon on it. And there's some random enemies here. Now this game did get a spin-off that was also available for Wii U. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I may play that on stream. It may be a little fun. I never got very far in it, just because it was fun, but I kind of gave up on Wii U for a little while. Alright, so this stage is unique, as you can see. Every few seconds the blocks shift. It's kind of like those platform levels in Mario Galaxy. Except for the hopefully I don't need I'll just start over, I guess. Now, if you have a good sense of timing, you can use the music to know when the blocks change. Really good with the backups. could have probably killed myself to get the respawn at the thing, but I would have to get the other stars, and I would probably miss out on a stamp because I didn't have 4. In other news, Final Fantasy Zodiac Age came out 2 days ago. I had it pre-ordered, I got the Steelbook edition. It is fantastic. I did like the original 12 though, so I mean, if you didn't like that so much, you're probably not going to like it still. It's pretty much the same game, just instead of having that open. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that you can pretty much get any license that you want. And I know I was talking to a guy working on it. That was one thing he mentioned. He said he loved the original 12, but it was one of those things, like, he hated the fact that that aspect, like you could become godlike. To me, I know it makes things easy, but if you're willing to invest the time, I think it's not necessarily a bad, you know what I mean? Kind of like how in Star Ocean you can level to like level 255 and you beat the game like half that. But if you wanted to, you can continue to level. It's kind of like a reward for people who invest time, I guess. Again, I know everyone agrees with that, but yeah, there's quite possibly another game that I may stream. And I know a lot of people did not like Final Fantasy 9. Okay, that was dumb of me. Just like a lot of people think pretty much anything after 9 is terrible. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I agree that there's different. Classic feel, but that's because 9 was the last one that, if I was not mistaken, I believe 9 was the last one the classic director did, which is why it was like a return to roots kind of style. Back in the day, are you kidding me? That was and 10, of course, was the brand new crew. A lot of people said 10 was too linear. A lot of people said that they didn't like all the changes that 10 tried to do. You know, no airship, the blitz balls, the hard game. Honestly, I loved it. I loved the sphere grid, the leveling system. What a lot of people hated too, you know. But I thought that opened up a lot of potential. You know, kind of like Elder Scrolls. Like if you wanted to make Tidus the mage of the party, all you had to do was, make them pop up. Do some made spheres. Then he was the major party. You get Lulu some attack spheres. She's not going to be boring level, but she's going to be good. You know, if you put the time into it. But back on Mario. Mario, this is the latest release. The newest one is going to be out in October, I believe it said. And that one will be something to look forward to. I will probably be streaming it. Just because I love the Switch so far. I love the concept. It's a really cool system, but there's really not much to play for at this level like that. You got Mario. Mario and Zelda are available on the Wii U, of course. Yeah, it's not like Zelda is the same game, honestly. You just can't take it properly. Mario Kart is upgraded. Definitely worth checking out if you love the original on Wii U. But again, it's not Mario Kart 9. It's not a bunch of brand new features. It's just Mario Kart 8 for Wii, but now portable and with new battle courses, all the DLC, a couple of new features. But Splatoon 2 will be awesome. I believe that's the next one's going to be open. One thing that's a little awkward is how Nintendo is going to be doing voice chat rather than support microphones. Allow you just to pretty much plug in and play. You have to download a smartphone app, which is good. Still plays reason to get a Wii U though. I mean, it's kind of hard to find them now. They're not in stores anymore. You probably get one at GameStop or eBay. There's a few games we're playing. This big one of them. The Zelda remakes are awesome. Wild is also available if you don't have a Switch. You can find it. Yeah, I definitely got to replay this up. I think I missed a star and the other star and but yeah, and then there's Pikmin 3, which is, if you like Pikmin, it's really cool. Nintendo Land is a cool way to check out the system. It's not going to be playing over and over and over and over again, but it's a cool way to check out the system features. Weavers, that's a cool little social network system. But unfortunately, Nintendo is not it is little, it's basically like message forms. You have your profile, you can upload pictures, draw pictures. So like if I wanted to, I can go, okay, hey, I'm stuck here, take a picture right now. And then post it on there. People can go, okay, here's what you have to do, or they can comment, or they can draw, or, you know, I could go, okay, Mario is the best, draw a picture. It's cool, things like that. One cool integration of Miiverse was in Wind Waker HD. Because, players were able to, wait, that was the third one? I guess we're missing one. Like in Wind Waker HD, one thing you had the option to do was that's where it is, I think. Okay. You take pictures in Wind Waker. You can turn them into photos. So let's say I created a I took a picture, like one of those rare pictographs. I could put it in Miiverse, and then I could throw it as a bottle in the ocean. And then if you found that bottle in the ocean, you just save the picture to your pictograph. And then you could turn that into a star. Use it to complete the Nintendo gallery. Alright, well, I'm gonna get the cat power up. Because in the original, they actually did a lot to help that Nintendo Quest. In the original, you had to wait until you got to a certain point in the game to get the color pictograph. Because the Nintendo Gallery would not accept color pictographs. Or not accept black and white pictographs, sorry. Which meant that you couldn't get the first couple bosses, you'd actually have to get them on a New Game Plus run. And of course. They fixed that so you can actually take pictures of the first boss. You can turn them in pretty early. They upped the this. And we'll get a couple cat upgrades so we can finish this. But they actually upped the amount of pictures you can take. So originally you could only take 3. Pretty much. That game upped everything that made the GameCube version annoying. You know, like you get a fast sail, which automatically applies the wind toward the direction that you're taking. And it also doubles the speed, I want to say. Don't quote me on that though. I just remember it made exploring so much better. And then there's one quest late game I think they fixed because it was somewhat annoying. If you play the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I did really like Wind Waker, and that made it much more playable. Especially if you're a completionist. Which I am. I think you could tell from my YouTube videos on my main channel. Speaking of my main channel and my YouTube videos, excuse me, I have new videos out today. I have my Super Castlevania 4 run. Normal run at the moment. Nothing. Okay, the hard run will be up later today. I will upload it as soon as I'm done live streaming. I don't want to compete with the services, you know. But that will be up soon. Super Ghosts and Goblins, Ghosts and Ghouls. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to go to the new stage. Let's see, can I exit? Yes, I can. Okay, we'll go to that one in a minute. Let's finish the other one. But yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts will be available later today as well. Basically, my plan is to have all 21 Super NES Classic Edition games available by release date. Currently, I have 6 uploaded. There will be 7 by the end of the day. There's only 21 games, so I'm almost halfway. But I have complete walkthroughs for Mario World, Link to the Past, Donkey Kong Country, Super Punch-Out, Mario RPG, Super Castlevania 4, and soon Super Ghosts and Super Ghosts and Ghouls. I always want to get it mixed up because the NES version is Ghosts and Goblins. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go, because I hope to have every gold post and every green star and stamp in the game by the time we finish this live stream. It's not a terribly tough game. It's very accessible if you're new to Mario, so definitely check it out. Alright, now, let's see, where's that pipe lead? This is not one of those that I need the gamepad. That's one thing that is somewhat tough. Some games on the Wii U do require the gamepad, have a separate section. I did buy Star Fox Zero. It is clearance at Best Buy.
Cool.
You know what this is? This is a challenge stage. It's just gonna give you a bunch of minis. Difficult. Not difficult in this sense, but mini challenges. That's going to give you a time limit. So basically what you gotta do is you gotta do 10 challenges in a row. Each challenge you complete is 10 seconds, and it'll give you a green star afterwards. But as I was saying, sorry. Sometimes I get distracted. Like Star Fox Zero has... Why am I in that way? Like a unique perspective in which if you play with the gamepad, you will be able to view it from first person. Which is really cool, but there's no way to stream the gamepad. I can't hook it up to so you gotta be kidding me. Well, we just failed again. I'll be this guy screwed that one up. Let's try this. But some games do offer unique perspectives from the gamepad. Some require them. Like for example in Scribble Nuts Unlimited, which I already did a walkthrough for on my main channel. Because it's on Steam. But on the Wii U version, it won't show you and the gamepad's where most of the action happens. Like, for example, if I were to say, type in did I just do it again? Okay. If I were to type in puzzle solutions, you guys would not see any of it. I would have to verbally tell you, which wouldn't be fun. But luckily that game is available for Steam. There are Wii U exclusive features though. So if I do stream that, I will show you some of the cool features. But it's not anything amazing. It's not anything to go Wii U over. It's just like you can summon Mario, Luigi, Nintendo game characters, and then there's this Wii multiplayer mode. But multiplayer's not. It's not as good as it could have been. See, with multiplayer, you could have had two people spawning in items and solving puzzles together. And it would have been really cool, but instead what they do is you spawn an item, you can take a Wii controller, and you can control whatever they spawned in. So like if I spawned in flying like zebra or something like that, then the second player can pop up and be like, okay, I'm gonna play as that. Control it. And a lot of games did this early, especially early Wii games, or Wii U games, just because they're trying to push the Wii. Trying to push the Wii gamepad to death. And Nintendo really thought that was going to take off. Unfortunately for them, it didn't. And it's predominantly because it's not as easy or as useful as they thought it was going to be. Like, for example, on the DS, it works really well because they're right next to each other. You know, one's a touch screen, so... And admittedly, on the Wii U, the touch screen of the gamepad is kind of cool. You know, it really opens up a lot of options, but... not very many games use it well. The off-TV thing was really cool too, but Sony does it better with Vita, which I think would have been a much smarter idea on their behalf. Maybe make it so instead they're wasting resources on Wii U gamepad, which is what a lot of developers complain about. Maybe have it like you can hook up a 3DS and use that as your gamepad or your off-TV gameplay. I mean, it would have been a win-win for Nintendo. You would sell. You got this more powerful system now. You don't have to worry about this gamepad that developers really don't like using development for. Are you serious? Like I said, I just want to be able to keep the cat power up. But then you would have sold a lot more 3DSs. Sure, I mean, maybe even make it a new 3DS exclusive. That would have been a much better reason to buy it. Sorry. And then the Super Nintendo Virtual Console games. Definitely worth it, but for a lot of people it's just not worth paying the hundreds of dollars to get a new system. Of course. But admittingly, going the way again. Then if you want to buy the Rising portable, you might as well just buy it on the Switch. Which is a total surprise it has been for me. Nintendo's always has this reputation of being squeaky clean. By realizing it's not hard anymore. Actually, it is. Okay, cool. Sweet. Looks like we don't have to come back after all. As long as I don't do something stupid or screw up. Like for example, not getting the goal post or getting hit and dying like I did just now. But yeah, no, I think Isaac has some really mature themes in it. It's really fun, but it's hard. So that's done. But there are going to be some actual new new games on my channel coming out. Like I said, I'm focusing mainly on Super Nintendo Classic games at the moment. Two of them will be up by later today. 2 new ones, that is. Super Castlevania 4 is on the channel as we speak, live. I don't really have the hard mode uploaded at the moment. I don't want to interfere with this live stream.
Cool.
But I will be uploading this as soon as this video live stream is done. So let's go to this new world. What is it? Is it a new world or is it a new... Oh, okay. I think it's just a stamp house. Like I said, I wanted to do some Mario. I was going to do Mario Galaxy. For a 10-year-old game, that still is beautiful. Like, I haven't played it since '09. And I did a couple test streams with it. And it's still, man, especially for being only 480p, it's like... Let's check the checklist. Alright, looks like we're almost done with World 4, guys. Not that world. Oop.
Let's go.
Did not mean to do that. Okay, so there's a 50-star block. So thankfully we have over double that.
Luigi time. Let's do it. Oh.
If we finish this live stream, as in I get all the different worlds with all the power-ups and all the next thing I want to do, I'll probably is new Super Mario Bros. U. That or Galaxy. Alright. Did that on purpose. Let's try this again. In other news, as of this live stream, if you currently like Resident Evil or Dead Rising, go to homebundle.com. If you're not sure what that is, basically what it is a charitable organization. And what they do is every so often they'll do a bundle. A lot of times it's indie games, but right now they're doing a Capcom bundle. And basically what it is you pay your own price, pay whatever you want, and you get games for it on Steam. Sometimes DRM, sometimes they can include DLC. Sometimes they include soundtracks. It really depends on the bundle. But right now they're doing a Capcom. So if you like Capcom games, of course I gotta come back. Basically, if you like Capcom games, they have a bundle right now. Go to humblebundle.com, you can pay for it with Amazon, PayPal, whatever you want. And then you can choose how much of it goes to charity, how much it goes to Capcom, how much it goes to Humble Bundle. But the way they work it is, they give you a set amount of games. They say pay $1 or more to get these games. You have to at least pay $1. I think you can afford $1. But then they'll have like beat the average games, and then they'll have like a $12 or to $15 tier. And with each tier you get different games. So like for example, right now if you pay $1, you'll get, I want to say Dead Rising, or no, Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry Remake and Umbrella Corp. Full versions, not a trial, they don't ever expire. You have them forever. If you beat the average, which as of this writing is $7, you also get the deluxe edition of Umbrella Corp, Dead Rising 2, Off the Record, I want to say, as well as Resident Evil 0 Remake, Resident Evil 1 Remake, and Resident Evil 6? The Strider, I think. And if you pay $12, you get Dead Rising 3 Apocalypse Edition, Dead Rising 2, and then you also get coupons for the 4th one, Resident Evil 7. It's a really good deal. In other words, that one's definitely one to keep tabs because you can get tons of cool games. And it's not just always for PC. It started off it was just PC, but then they started doing mobile games, so you can get Android games as well. So a lot of the Humble Bundles will give you both the PC version and the Android version, believe it or not. And most of the time they'll give you a key, or they'll give you an APK to download to your Android phone. They also, believe it or not, have done Nintendo and PlayStation games. So I don't know if that interests you guys, but in the past they have done that. So for example, I got the Humble Nintendo bundle, and then a couple of 3DS games, couple of Wii games. Alright, real question is, pretty sure this, where the stamping is, we're missing the stamp. Alright, let's see. And then they have their own version of the store. They don't do just games either. They've done books, ebooks. They've done software. One bundle I really enjoyed was the game making bundle, which they had RPG Maker, Game Maker, oh, Star advanced PC gamers. They even do productivity and stuff too sometimes. Humble Bundle is definitely the place to go. Like, and then they browse. They update their catalog all the time. They have a Humble Store where you can buy Steam games. They have their own sales. You know, it used to be when they first started, it was all DRM free, but then they started doing big games. So it's only on select items that it's DRM free now. But they also have their monthly program too, where for $12 a month you get a guaranteed bundle. They got some pretty good games in there. For example, in December they did what's the name of that original game? The Stardew Valley, which is a fantastic game if you really like old school, like Harvest Moon. It does its own takes on a lot of stuff. It does kind of like a more modern presentation. I can't remember what the Killing Floor 2 is. This one's free game or known game for subbing. But basically, it's kind of like a loot box where you pay $12, you don't know what you're getting, but it's guaranteed to be at least $100 worth of games. I also got a Humble PS4 bundle. It's THQ. Actually, PlayStation bundle, which definitely was cool. And all of the Destroy All Humans games had both of those. It had both the PS3 and PS4 versions of Darksiders 1 and 2, Red Faction. Alright, so World 5. Here we are. And I think that's actually a pretty good place to call it quits, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know when I'll be streaming next, but hopefully soon. I definitely want to do a lot more of this. I am focusing, like I said, more on the Super Nintendo Classic Edition walkthroughs. So expect some more of those soon. Like I said, today there will be 2 editions. Super Castlevania 4, which the first part is already up on YouTube. Hard mode will be coming as soon as this video is done. I will start uploading it. So in a few minutes from this stream. And Super Ghouls and Ghosts will be later today. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I will see you in the future.